I'm very glad that this is my first YouTube video of the year because it allows me to try something new. The reason why I haven't made one of these type of videos is because I haven't had enough stuff that I use on a consistent long-term basis to be able to make one of these. But things have changed. I've grown and yeah, I can finally make one of these. So welcome back to my YouTube channel. You guys, my name is Tammy and this is my everyday carry video. And if this is your first time coming here, consider subscribing because the videos are great. I'm pretty great too, not to toot my own horn or anything, but let's just jump right into it. So for those of you who don't know what an EDC is, it's just everything I carry on a daily basis. So we're gonna start off with non-tech things and then move on to tech things. Number one, this. So this is my notebook. I am a big fan of hard copy, specifically because you can't hack this, even though it is like it's a bit more dangerous to lose a book, but you can't, because you can't find the book if you lose it or if it burns, all your information is gone. But I digress. Notebook, right? So I use this for a lot of things: writing down video ideas, writing down content ideas, finances, emails, numbers. Like I use a notebook quite often. This is actually the second version of this that I've gotten, and again, pretty big fan of hard copy. I like this specific form factor and size because it fits into my pocket and my bag without occupying too much space. So yeah, notebook, definitely one of the big things in my everyday carry this with me all the time. Okay, up next is this. So this is my wallet. It is a no-name brand wallet that I got from P&A. The nice thing I like about this is that it has so many card slots and it's like one of those passport wallets that opens and closes, but it's I don't know how to describe. I've tried a couple of different wallets. I've even tried one of those hard style wallets with the card things that pop up, but I've never been able to use those long term because I always go back to this. It's soft. I like the soft texture of this thing and the fact that I can sit on it without my butt being poked by a sharp edge. Pause. But this wallet is pretty amazing because it comes with a feature that not a lot of wallets do. It has two things. I don't know what to call this, a section, I guess, compartment. Comes with a compartment for this where I carry some of my reward cards. So as soon as I want to pay for something or I want to swipe my rewards card, I just pull it out, take out the card, tap the thing or swipe the thing, and then put it back into the wallet, into my pocket, right? And then it has other sections inside the wallet for more cards and more cards in there, as well as more cards in here, and then a zip for coins, which I never use, honestly. And I'm surprised that I never use it, even though it's damaged pretty badly. But I really want to upgrade this year. It's, as you can tell, probably, the wallet is getting worn out. It's pretty, yeah, it's quite old, right? It's going through the motions, but I really enjoyed using this wallet. I want to get a more leather style because this is vegan leather, i.e. plastic. But it's a pretty good wallet, so I enjoy using it. But enough of that. Up next, we're going to talk about this. So this is a little metal object. So I got this from Clicks for about 50 Rand. And I will say this, it is one of the best 50 Rands I've ever spent in my entire life. Easily. So what this is just a carabiner with 3 little metal thingamabobs. The nice thing I like about this is that anytime I'm wearing pants that have a loop for a belt, I'll just hook it onto the side. And I know that if I need it, it's there. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna cop another one of these if I can. But I want one now that's made of titanium because I'm a big fan of the material titanium. Lightweight, super strong, all that jazz. But I'm still gonna keep this baby. That's my carabiner. Up next is these. So these are my glasses. For people who don't know, I am basically blind as a bat. I cannot see. I'm nearsighted. Or is it farsighted? I can't see from far. I feel like it's nearsighted because that means I can see. My sight is near. That makes sense. Yes. Okay, so I can't see things that are far away, right? And honestly, I didn't know I was nearsighted because I assumed that if things are far away, obviously they're gonna be blurry. Turns out I was wrong, and I have been seeing things in 420p or 480p for the longest time, while the entire world was looking at everything in 4K. And I got these back in Q3 2023, and this was honestly best things I've ever gotten. I want to get a couple more pairs because this one is slightly scratched. I don't know if you can see it. It's slightly scratched. I haven't gotten any other pairs, but I want to change that. I want to get a few more frames in different styles. These are not for decorative purposes, I genuinely can see, but they do make me look nice and a bit more professional, especially when I take off. Oh my gosh. No. Yeah, we're not doing any of that, but I like my glasses. I want to get a couple new ones, but yeah, glasses, definitely an everyday essential. I take these with me everywhere. I literally mean everywhere. So yeah, glasses. So that's it for the non-tech section, right? So those are everything that don't have a battery in them that I use on a daily basis. Now we're going to talk about everything that does have a battery inside it, starting with this. So this is my power bank, and I got this back in 2023 when I went to hang out with a very good friend of mine at Menlyn Mall, and my dumbass didn't charge my battery and my phone died. Now I needed my phone because I needed to take an Uber back to the Gautrain. It's such a long story, but yeah, needed to take an Uber back to the Gautrain. My phone died, so I had to go back into the mall when my friend left and get myself a power bank to charge my phone, which I did, and I got this. But ever since then, this has been my old reliable power bank. So it charges using USB Type-C, but it only has one output, so you can't charge with. You can't use a Type-C to Type-C. It has to be USB-A. But yeah, this thing has come in so handy so many times. And a lot of my devices now use USB Type-C. So I only need to carry one cable. And when I say a lot of my devices, I mean even my MacBook, which we are going to talk about in a second. Anytime I need to take a trip, I always take this with me. The thing is, I've been using it less and less nowadays because the battery life on a lot of my devices is just so great. But I know that if I need it, it's there. It's better to have something and not need it than to need it and not have it. That's why I always keep my power bank here. I think it's 5,000 milliamp hours. 5,000 milliamp hours, yeah. So it charges to about 60-70% from zero, depending on which device I'm using. But yeah, power bank, super useful, highly recommend. Next up is this. So this is not, even though it looks like an Apple Watch, it's not. So I got this last year when I was working with some iPhone reseller. I'm not gonna mention them here because they didn't pay me, but I got these. This is like a parting gift when I started working with them. It's a Apple Watch dupe. And thing is, before anyone says anything, I know having a dupe of an Apple Watch, not great, but I lost all my other watches. I have no idea. Oh, this thing's actually measuring. So it's measuring my heart rate, apparently. Oh, and even though I didn't put it on, I'm at 72 beats per minute. So you can probably tell this thing is not the one. It's not the one, right? But yeah, it looks nice. It completes my outfit because I wear a lot of black, and because I don't have my other watches, this is all I'm going to be using for now until I find them or buy new ones. So yeah, Apple Watch knockoff. Again, I'm going to buy either that or I buy a new Apple Watch, which if I do that, it's going to be so expensive, but it's fine. We'll be okay. Speaking of Apple products, or rather real Apple products, this is the Gen 2 AirPods Pro. I love these things, okay? Like, I use these things so much, okay? I'm a big music listener, and I got these late last year. The problem with this is that they are lightning, so they use a lightning port instead of a Type-C cable. Don't ask me why that is, but it is what it is. But it has like a lanyard loop, which I don't use. It pairs very nicely with my other Apple products, so I keep this with me all the time. I can forget everything else here, but I'm never gonna forget these. Love these things. Next up, we're gonna get into phones. So this is the first phone of the day. This is the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. I got this last year, pretty late, August, I believe. When I tell you, getting this type of flagship was crazy. By that time, it had already been a 2-year-old flagship, but I don't care. This thing is so good, right? It runs an Exynos chip, which sucks because that means it's prone to overheating, and I have felt it. If this thing starts overheating, you can probably cook an egg on it, but it's so good. Like, I use the camera on this thing is so fantastic. I use it to take nearly every single one of my photos. I'm genuinely being serious. Almost every photo I take has been taken on this, even the nice ones that people assume are shot by an iPhone. The resolution on this, fantastic. I've tweaked the settings a lot to match my style, so I used more of a blue hue, dark aesthetic type of vibe whenever I take my photos, and this gets that pretty well, especially when I'm shooting in pro mode. So I shoot a lot of my photos using pro mode. But yeah, Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. Another thing is that I love about this phone is this. So this is the S Pen. Now a lot of people, like the S25, they got rid of the Bluetooth capability of the S Pen, which means that you can't do this or this. Wait, is it? No. Yeah, you can't do that with the S25 Ultra, which sucks. Okay, I think the S Pen is genuinely one of the best phones, period, because I can just do that or this. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, I can do that, snap a photo, maybe step back a little bit, and then snap a photo again. yeah, it's super useful, right? So, but they got rid of the Bluetooth capability, so you can't do that on the S24 Ultra, which is why I will not be getting it this year. I think I'm gonna upgrade to the S22 Ultra or get a Pixel 9 Pro or both, unless the Pixel 8 Pro comes out, in which case. Next device is the one I'm currently shooting on, the iPhone 15 Pro. I have nothing but good things to say about this phone, and I'm gonna preface this by saying this. For the longest time, I was a Apple hater because I'd been using Android for nearly all my life. But as soon as I got the iPhone, all I can tell you guys is that I understand it now. There's a certain feeling that you get when you buy an iPhone for the first time that I don't think a lot of people talk about, right? Especially if you spend your own money on it, like it's your money. It just hits different. It's weird. It's weird. It's aura. I don't know how to describe it other than just saying you get a lot more aura from buying an iPhone and owning an Apple product, right? And over time, yes, it does fade, but even when you enter into rooms, you still have that little, your chest pumps up a little bit. Just a little bit, not enough to like show off, but you feel it. So the iPhone 15 Pro definitely gave me aura. I got mine in the natural titanium color, which honestly favorite color of all the iPhones. The desert titanium looks nice also, but natural titanium for the win always. Which is why I'll also be getting the S24 Ultra in natural titanium as well. And then last but not least would be this. So this is my new crown jewel for editing. This is the M1 13-inch MacBook Pro. As you can see, I'm using screen mirroring to like see myself. So my setup and video editing style has gotten a lot better. But yeah, this thing, it's so nice, man. It's so nice. Like I like the idea that I'm basically completing the whole Apple ecosystem, testing it out as an Android person, because it's so convenient. Like they talk about the Apple ecosystem all the time in the tech world, but they never talk about how convenient it is. I mean, they do, but they don't emphasize it. AirDrop, man. AirDrop is just so convenient, okay? Recording videos on the iPhone and then moving it to the MacBook to edit on DaVinci, making a couple edits here and there, and then exporting it back onto the iPhone to post. The workflow is so easy. But I do have a couple of complaints about the MacBook, which I won't get into here. It's not perfect, but it is so close. So close. That's been it. I'm gonna try and put as many links for these things in my description if you guys would like to cop any of them yourself for this year. But that has been my everyday carry for 2025. Let's see if it changes for 2026 or even later on in the year. Who knows? Never know. But maybe a couple of things will change by December, so we'll make another version of this, or November, depends. But that's been it. My name is Tammy. You guys are watching my YouTube channel. I can't call it Tammy Tech anymore because that's not really what it is anymore, but hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Super important. Do that. I want to get to 100k this year. Will I? Probably not, but a guy can hope. So you do the things and I will keep posting. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video and stay tuned for the next one. Peace.